Alright, lovely. Already set up for this. And I have a bit more fun planned for tonight than our usual escapades. And now that I see everything is up on this end, I will give at least a few more moments before we start this. We can't just go into it with nothing, can we? The true goal for today's stream is going to involve gathering materials. The added goal is going to be testing my liver. Alright. But yes, we'll give it until some more people join before we get into that. Lovely. I suppose I should make myself a new axe as well. I also wouldn't be against having a gods above. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a cat myself. Would also be nice. But we can put these away for the time being. Maybe I invest. I can enchant another item. A diamond axe wouldn't be a bad treat to have. It'll make this significantly faster for certain. And it's not like I can't afford it. Alright. And of course the lapis needed to complete such an enchantment. I also should expand the area I do have. Get the basis done. I have nearly 1,000 blocks at my disposal. Alright then, I suppose I'll move further out into my trash tower. No harm in that, it is a decent area at least. It really doesn't give you as much as you'd hope. Right, this one should do it. Perfect. Now I do have more than enough space to actually expand Father's area. Although, I could use this space for my Trojan horse. That's what we plan to be getting the materials for, after all. A truly slow night tonight as well. Alright, back to the task at hand. Efficiency right off the bat, that is... well, I would have liked a little more than that. Perhaps some unbreaking and whatnot. I suppose we'll see what we have going for us in the books department. Mending also wouldn't be terrible, but then again, not exactly needed. Sharpness, plenty of efficiency, but that's not what I'm looking for. Sweeping edge is also nice, as well as sharpness and the like. Ooh. Actually, oh yeah, that would work on too. An unbreaking book. We'll hold on to you. Actually, we'll favor you instead, because you can't bind an axe to someone like you can a piece of armor. Curse of vanishing, well that would be a shame. Ooh, thorns. That would be tempting to have on another piece of my armor. The legs, potentially. I would not be against that. And I don't need another Silk Touch or a Smite. We'll hold on to that. Frostwalker is also interesting, but not for the boots that I currently have. Alright then. Do I have an anvil already? I believe I do, because I was combining some fishing rods. Yes. Lovely. Perfect. And only 3 levels. That is what we like to see. Ah, and it appears we actually have more people here, so I suppose I should just put this off doing nothing and at least take one of these to start us off for the evening. These ones will go down much smoother than the others I have. Unfortunately, I am small, so I can't exactly down a shot in one go. There we are. And perhaps after a few more minutes, we'll take the second, more delightful one. And we'd like to add this to my pants. Is that 8 whole levels? Gods above. Well, some nights are simply like that. It'll be better for my survival, I suppose. I wonder if anything else has been dropped off here. No, it hasn't. Honestly, that's for the best. Alright. And now that we do... excuse me. Now that we have that, we can actually get to obtaining some wood for that future Trojan horse. Because, gods above, I may have my moments, but I don't necessarily forget stupid tiny details. I suppose I'd more like to make it out of oak wood, so we'll primarily focus on that as I start cleaning up the burnt part of the forest. Then I suppose I can go back around and take care of some of the dark oak that I have simply left here to rot. But that's quite alright. Lovely. And I suppose I should take that other one. One shot alone isn't enough to take me down for a long period of time. Besides, it's not like I'm doing this on an empty stomach or anything. Alright. Clear up these parts that are in my way, and then we can get on to that. It would be funny if of all people that joined us, Dell was the one who stopped by. A visit from the hidden break room and his wares of alcohol. I don't believe he's ever dropped by on one of my streams, though. I've stopped in on some of his. That's quite alright. He's a busy man. As are most members of the Foundation, regardless of the degree of which I am... Hello, Dr. Thompson. I'm only one shot in so far. I haven't taken my first starter. Well, I've only taken my first starter. But I keep rambling on how I should take the second, and then I get distracted. So, let's shake the distraction, I suppose. These are much better in the taste department than most. You recommend a whole keg, do you? Well, this isn't that, but it's close, at least for someone my size. Gods above, I'm not downing that whole thing. But I do have a shot of it poured and ready, because let's be honest, pouring out of a mason jar is not grand. And it's a good thing that all of these at least taste decent, because I cannot take a shot like a normal person. And these cream-based ones are significantly weaker in terms of the alcohol taste. So I will not be making nearly as much of a face from them as I will be from the other one. So good luck with that. Well, some people are allowed to be wrong, Thompson. I wouldn't recommend such a thing to anyone, personally, unless I wanted their internal organs to give way, but that is simply my own tastes. And also, do feel welcome to join in with me if you have the time or you're so interested to discuss things, I suppose would be the word. Alright. But I really don't have to worry much about being able to or to not sleep the night, since it's just me. But clearing up this path will be nice. Even if I don't use all the wood that's here, it'll definitely give me a good supply. I suppose just a bit of yard work and all. We'll go to sleep if the monsters become a problem, but personally I have a feeling it won't be too terrible. This will definitely be slower paced as well. Unless you all start to really rack up things. Well, the more tedious things do have to be done when those like Rosie can't join us. Oh. Jill are eating things they shouldn't again. And hello, Dr. Rio. Oh, it doesn't matter to me what the durability of my tools are. As long as it gets down to a certain level, I then go over to the Clockworks and, well, fix it right on up. And Dr. Real, if you haven't noticed, this is going to be a drinking stream tonight. Technically, I've had 2 shots already, but that's not exactly enough to make me a problem. We're spacing those out by however the chat's feeling. Right. But in the meantime, a bit of house cleaning and wood collecting, since I do want to make my very own Trojan horse next stream. It's not a very difficult task to do. This is 1.12.2, so as long as you get your forge set up and all, there are plenty of tutorials online for it. I can hear that zombie approaching. Lovely. It dealt with. Why wonder if Infinity works with those tranquilizer arrows. That would be interesting to note. I'll have to test that in a moment when I go back to my base. I can at least dump off some of this dark oak. It could be a nice detail piece for the horse, I suppose. We'll work on getting the general clutter dealt with first, then we can deal with the trees that are still mostly full. Perhaps we can deal with my stupidity right now. That would be delightful. Gods above. My character's far more wobbly than I am right now. Hells, I might have to just start drinking out of my own desire. Right. Mandy will definitely be impressed when she comes back to see this more so dealt with than it was before. I suppose that also reminds me of another thing to note. This server is open to mutuals and people who subscribe on TikTok. So if you're interested in playing along rather than just watching, you'd have to be one of the two. Or else, if you want to be both, that would be fun for me. And with that in mind, Real, if you manage to figure out tonight how to mod things, again, you are more than welcome to join in. Although I say tonight as if there's a deadline, there is not. You're welcome in at any point as long as I'm given the information to invite you. That also doesn't mean that I'll play nicely with you, but the kindness is the offer of you existing in my vicinity. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Maybe you should have thought about that before you hit your head. Oh, a secret railroad, you say? That would be quite the endeavor. Minecarts do have a bit of an issue going between claims, though, from what we've seen. An Enderman. I'd also be quite interested in that level of collection. Gods above, I still act like I'm a scared child. This is much easier to do at the level of armor I have. Well, I don't care if it was a mistake. You should have thought twice. You're only making excuses for yourself. Right. There we are. Gods above, just slightly out of reach. Well, not entirely out, but close. This will also be much nicer for when I ride horses through this area. Then again, it's simply inviting people from spawn to go into my yard, it seems. But sometimes I need to go through this path as well, so you take what you can get. Who are we calling Woody, my dear? I'm tempted to lower the like goal per shot to 500 at this point. I was a bit concerned that you would all try to kill me. So that's why we started at such a level. Well, it's not exactly a pack I'm having you download, it's just the one mod. Your real issue is installing CurseForge. Installing a mod is as simple as dropping it into your mods folder. My job is fine. I love it in the Foundation. It's a delight to be here. Thinking of it totally doesn't make me want to down this right now. Ugh, gods above. At least they let me do this every so often. Some level of freedom, I suppose, even though it's always monitored. That is the problem with these dark oak trees. So much to them. Honestly, I don't even need the dark oak wood. I really only need oak itself. But if I'm going to clean up this area, I might as well do a good job at it. Yay. Whatever you wish. Oh, now that I've drawn attention to that, it seems that people are deciding to kill me. Interesting. You'll get to see the joy of pouring liquid from a mason jar. Not a fun experience. Please don't discuss anything I do with the O5 Council. I would much rather not be on their radar, personally. Oh, you're going to make the likes 999. I'm certain no one will ruin that the second they get the chance. And again, don't expect me to down a shot like any normal person would. I'm not capable of such things. But I will drink it as quickly as I can. And funny enough, it seems like it would be much more liquid. But one of these and this shot glass do hold about the same. You're going to have to do it carefully now since you're at 980. Ever so gently, Woods. Alright. I'll have to come back here with some dirt as well to pretty up the area. Ooh, an apple. Those are much more difficult to get than the gold to make them used for horses. And that is 1,000, so good on my word. I forget how much you can feel this. Oh, gods above. Yes, the non-cream based ones are much more of a kick to them. Suppose we'll get the next one ready. Ugh, I should have gotten something to make this glass less sticky when I inevitably spill around its edge. Well, you had it for a second, then it quickly went up to 1,000. As I said, watch as someone instantly ruins it for you. And I better insist on closing this, or else I'm going to have a terrible, terrible mess to clean out in my office. This is how you get ants. Alright, there's that. Am I full? I am. How unfortunate. I don't need the seeds for certain. You want 051 to come in here, is what I'm gathering from what you said. Gods above, ping him. Hells if I care. Actually, don't do that. I get in enough trouble as is. Well, personally, I don't want ants in my office. And I don't think 051 wants me drinking, but neither of us are getting what we want, are we? I don't really need any more rotten flesh either, I suppose. Alright, we can still take on some more regular oak before we go back. There we are. Lovely. This is certainly a way to pace myself. Right. There. We'll sit these in a position where I can actually see what I'm doing. Make sure I don't go overboard. Can't be taking apart dark oak right now. I don't have the space for it. The lovely part about this having been burned down is that most of the work is already done. No need to worry about quite a few things. Mostly inventory space is the issue. But we live very close to this area, so even that's not an immense problem. There we are. And I suppose I'd also be interested in using netherrack bricks for the Trojan horse. A bit of a detailing block and all. So I can come around to get those. I'll break that later. Right. Ah, there's another piece of birch. May as well bring as much with us as we can. Lovely. Alright then. Basically the rest is going to be dark oak at this point. I suppose there's one piece of regular oak. I could also simply trade off and plant these over here to get that last piece. Oh, another Enderman is somewhere. Now, where are you is the ticket. Come out wherever you are, my dear. Yeah, it's above. 1.12.2 to be specific. No, I heard you again. You're somewhere in this general area. On top of the trees, potentially? There you are. Oh, and nothing. Ooh, God's above. Well, that could have gone significantly worse than it did. Actually, I want more of that dirt. Oddly enough, a item I never have enough of. Alright. Perfect time for me to be heading home as well, I suppose. Getting dark and all. And at some point, I suppose I can go off elsewhere and actually take out specifically oak wood, which is the type I actually need. Definitely going to have to use that thing as a storage chest, aren't I? We'll move specifically logs over here. At least for the time being. I suppose in this case we would be decent on nether bricks. Above, we might be decent on nether bricks as is. How are they again? Or is it simply... Ah, alright, fine. Let's actually use this again. But rest for the night. Oh, why am I opening this already? My brain is not the most active today, it seems. I suppose that's ideal for the type of content I'm making. There we are. Go in with mob drops. You lot can go over here. I should really start using the bones I collect. I'm getting quite a lot of them. Actually, you don't necessarily belong here. I've been storing you along with ores. Alright. Actually, why even risk you exploding when I can lead you back into the property line? And not to mention I can put away, again, more bones. Because once you're within my property line, or God's above, maybe I just put an arrow between your eyes. That'll do the trick as well. Alright. And I could also clean up this a little bit. There were some spaces I'd wanted to patch up with dirt. And hopefully there'll be some more oak in this area rather than this individual block. There we are. Even though you're a whole tree, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather not waste the inventory slot on one, but in the same breath, it is the only type of wood I actively need. So congratulations, you get to be the one that's destroyed. Sometimes life just isn't fair, and you get caught in the crosshairs of someone else's problem. A shame, but it's just as the world works. And I'll leave you there to replace the one I've taken. Then again, I'm also not too keen on replacing the trees I take down here, since I'm trying to clear a path, not enforce it further. I'll certainly have more wood than I'll ever know what to do with. I say that, and then I plan to embark on a project that will take more wood than I ever intend to get. But that'll be quite alright, I suppose, because I'm the one getting myself into this spot. Actually, I'd also be interested to check something studio-wise. I'll do that in a hot second. I say that as I will continuously get distracted beyond belief. That's also one of the issues with Dark Oak Forest. So many of the trees touch each other, so if you take down one, you then feel, oh, but I'll have to take down this one as well if I want everything to still look normal, and then it's a vicious, endless cycle. I suppose that's good as to why most of these trees have been burned down rather than chopped. Well, congratulations on that reel. It seems that perhaps you, unlike most here, are in fact able to read. The bar is low, but I've seen it get buried. There we are. Alright. I'm going to check that thing I was musing about in the studio real quick. Yeah, lovely, I can do that. Or, well, only to a certain degree, it seems. Alright. Well, I suppose we can open this up as well. And deal with it like that. Hopefully it won't pull audio as I open this.
The Democratic Party has the option to do the funniest thing of all time. Now with Joe Biden out.
There we are. Gods above. I'd love it if this allowed me to actually do something. One lovely second. I can't access it through here. Oh, hush. Stop playing my own material.
For 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened...
I hope that doesn't go through. Oh, interesting. Am I not allowed to do that? Fair enough, I suppose. Or do I have to go through a different route? Yes, no, you won't allow me to do that. Fair enough. Oh, gods above. I'm going to have to simply guess that that's enough for at least a shot, because I don't know the price points of these items. Alright then. I am an easy fool to trick. I was never fond of the taste of alcohol for the most part. Ugh, gods above. At least this doesn't leave a bad aftertaste. That's that next one set and ready. Perhaps I should learn the price points of gifts. I don't believe I would have the patience in me to make drinks. I'll buy things that are ready, and then they will go down my gullet. Could I get better drinks if I did something else? Yes, of course. Am I actively drinking moonshine and better isn't exactly what I'm going for? I suppose. But no one here is going to stop me, are they? The worst part of this so far has been the fact that I have to pour it into a glass. Pouring from a mason jar to a shot glass is not fun. And honestly, this is apple pie moonshine, so it's a bit sticky. Which has also not been fun. Here is a lovely out of character, but me still doing the voice story for you. Not too long ago, I was at a family party with my cousins and everything, and there was alcohol there. So, my cousins and I, we started making ourselves drinks. There was pineapple juice, but not orange juice, so we were basically having almost screwdrivers. I was about on my third one when my dear cousin snatches the glass from my hands, takes a sip, looks me dead in the eyes, and addresses me by name and says, "This is basically straight vodka." And I look at her like, well, I didn't think so. But that's fine, I suppose. I guess despite my disdain for the taste of most alcohol, I was designed to be prepared for it. My first ever drink was, in fact, a shot of straight vodka, courtesy of my at-the-time roommate and always best friend. He decided he was going to be a little evil that night. He had a very funny time, and has not done it since, because boy howdy, I wasn't going to get tricked like that a second time. I shouldn't have been tricked like that a first time, but he seemed so excited. And I did not know what I was getting into. What? And yes, I had 3 of them, and then my ears turned bright red. It was fine. I was having a great time. Oh, after that, my parents decided we were going to visit my grandmother, or more specifically, I was going to visit my grandmother and pick some stuff up. So it became a game of convince my parents I'm not drunk to convince my grandmother I'm not drunk. None of them caught on. Until we got home and there was dog shit at the door, and my parents said, "Oh, you have to clean that up," and then I whispered to my mom that wasn't going to be happening. And then she was disappointed in me. She's like, "Why did you drink so much?" I was like, "Well, it wasn't that much," I said, like a liar. But again, back to actual Hothes things, and hello, Dr. Steampug. We are still just simply cutting down trees to our heart's content, clearing out the burn path to make it a bit easier to traverse, especially via horse. Since I do love my horses. And straight vodka is a perfect drink to start with. It teaches you not to be a bitch. It also teaches you not to trust random alcohols that are handed to you by people. A 2-for-1 lesson, if you will. There's some more birch over there that needs to be taken down as well, it seems. I hear you coming towards me, and I'd prefer you to stop. Thank you. Perhaps I had to silence you by force, but I'll take the stopping all the same. Which Tasmanian animal? Tasmanian devil? Tasmanian tiger? You're going to have to be a bit more specific. There are plenty of animals that come from Tasmania. The Tasmanian devil. They're lovely creatures. Feisty beasties. Misunderstood in a way as well. They're not like they're the devil. All's fair with that. Right, get out of here. Gods above, don't. Come here, you. If you're going to wander out of the woodworks quite literally, you're going to fight me. Lovely. And I do, in fact, have this. I'd be tempted to send... No, I shouldn't say that out loud. That's too far out of character. Alright, regardless. Back to gathering wood for what will be my lovely Trojan horse. Gods above, I'm at a point where tempting to just say, to hell's with it. You guys can get extra drinks in with the likes and gifts. But at this point, I kind of just want to drink. If I'm doing that, I'm going to drink like a heathen right out of the jar. I'm not sharing it with anyone anyway. This thing costs $22. You again. Oh, that was a lovely shot, wasn't it? Yes, I wanted that apple specifically. And they might even be impressed with the work I've gotten done. I don't know if Mandy has a set home at my base, or if she simply uses the warp to spawn and then takes the path. I honestly think that is what she does. The path does make life quite a bit easier for most who wish to come near me. Which I suppose is also a shame, but I also like the path, so gods above, I guess I'm stuck with it. There we are. Are you specifically referring to a certain man who wears a dice on his head? Because my general enjoyment of dice shifts depending on what you mean. Gods above, go away. That is Director Koenig, Site Director Koenig, and while I do hold a level of fear towards him, there is a greater level of respect, I suppose, is what I would be expected to call it. He is the one that has gotten me into my position after all. I have to hold at least some reverence towards him. Even if it's not exactly by choice. It's better than what I was doing beforehand. Well, I don't know why you're doing that, but thank you for telling me your little fun fact, I suppose. Alright. That should be decent on this end. Alright, I don't need more string. I'm going to have to make a stop back at my base again soon. Alright. Really should focus on the things that are in the middle of the path rather than the ones that are off to the side. These are what makes it more difficult to traverse at the end of the day. It is hilarious how this all started with me simply setting a forest on fire. Let's let's see who's the better archer, I suppose. It's not me. I lied, it is me. Never mind. Right, I've gotten most of that cleared. We'll work on the sides here, even though I said I should focus on the middle, but it's so ugly, and I can't help myself. Alright. And out of space again, gods above. Honestly, I should start turning this into charcoal rather than just keeping it. I guess we'll look at what our furnace capacity is at. We also do need to get our levels back up. Had to spend a few to actually enchant this axe. Ugh, gods above, I don't have the space for this. There, lovely. I should have a clutch of trees in my yard as well to use for apple farming. That wouldn't be a shabby idea either. I could breed a couple of my horses. That would be nice. Honestly, I am tempted to just make a fence around my entire perimeter and allow the horses I do have to wander free. I think that would be quite nice. I may not have a large sum of space, but I do value my creatures being able to roam. It'd also be significantly safer for myself as well, have things more lit up. Take that experience, but I'll leave everything else. But I did wish to patch this up, even though it's natural. I don't like the way it looks. And neither do I enjoy this. Some things just don't look nice. Which is a shame, but everything can be fixed with time. Perhaps while I'm dropping things off as well, I'll also repair my axe. It's not in a terrible state yet, but we may as well not risk anything, especially after I just got it enchanted nicely. Alright. Alright, I have to stop telling myself to simply do this. But in the meantime as well, we can test if infinity works on these lovely tranquilizer arrows. There we are. Is it setting? No, it's not even going down yet. Why in the hells did I think it was? Well, I mean, it's always going down by technicality. But that's not what I meant, and all of you knew it. Alright. Drop these off at home. Hells, I'll walk it. I don't care that much. And hello, Dr. Kalinsky. A bit of booze has been joining us through the night. Why in the hells were you speaking to Vanguard after what he's done? Fair enough, I suppose. That's how you want to defend your stance. Yeah, have you all finished cooking? Lovely. I really do need to have more coal, and I don't exactly enjoy mining. But since I have such an excess of this... Lovely. Perhaps I will need to smelt more of it down as well. Alright, take all of this out. Increase our apple supply by a decent sum wouldn't be a problem. Well, good. You really shouldn't go for such extended periods, forcing yourself awake. It's foolish. Actually, as I was saying before, and with how much dark oak I have the temptation to simply make my fence go around my entire property. For the hells of it, of course. I'll get a couple of gates right off the bat. I know I'll need them. There we are. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. Plenty of that, I suppose. Ah, there we are. Lovely. Oh. Hello, 051. I think I'll be taking this a bit early. And attempting not to die. Perhaps we need another one of those right off the bat. The gods above, who needs a shot glass? One solid swig is about the same, isn't it? That's what I'm going to keep telling myself, at least. Anyway, 051, how may I assist you this lovely evening? I am more than willing to do whatever it is in the hells you want. Oh, good. You're saying someone else was. I wasn't talking shit. Okay. Good. I mean... No, I'm standing by that statement. I'll deal with the consequences of it later. What? I haven't done anything. I'm simply stupid. Hi, 049A. I've put a normal amount of alcohol in my body. You don't even know if I'm lying or not. Alright, we'll see if this is enough to at least start something. If you're going to know me, then we might as well take another sip. If we're going to cause problems, we might as well give you a problem that's worthwhile. That was not a shot worth swallow, but gods above, that's not what I'm going for at this point. Yes, it is. It's sticky as well. No, I do have plenty of sticks. I'm just dumb as all sin. Yes, get your laughs out now. Mandy's not going to be here tonight. Mandy's having to deal with experiments or something. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything to her. I enjoy Mandy's company. So don't accuse me. God's above. I am perfectly innocent in regards to the question of where is Mandy. I doubt that. I don't think Mandy's existence would be continuing on if that were the case. And I'm kind of fond of Mandy. No, he's not. Mandy is fine. Why in the hells are we discussing this? Where did this come from, Kalinsky? Because from my personal and right opinion, no one in the hells was discussing the Confederacy until you said something. So why don't we shut the hell up? I'd like to keep my horses from leaving, but I also don't want to dry up this pond. Go away, it's my fucking yard. Well, now it's not, but the sentiment still stands. No, my pond. Gods above, I'm a murderer. Well, if you were to subscribe on TikTok and you, in fact, have... Gods above, what's the word? Java Edition, then you could join this server as well. I don't pay much attention to such things, my dear. Especially not as of the current moment. Alright. Where does this end? Are you within my base? No, you're underneath, that's for certain. We're also taking you out. Where the hell's is my axe? No, truly, where in the hell's is my axe? Did I accidentally put it away at some point? At least retracing my steps won't be hard, but God's above. What have I done? That was a good axe. I just enchanted it. Oh, that's what I had done. Gods above, I forgot I was even repairing it. Yes, thank you, Kalinsky. The brain is not functioning as it should. Clearly. I'm also going to have to go about and get more torches, it seems. Hello. You are also worth the murder spree. You first, though. Lovely. The immediate threats have been taken care of. I am not going into this on a slightly empty stomach. Lovely. That could have gone better, but... Oh, congratulations. You made it smaller. Good for you. You've done something. That makes you better than the rest of us. So says I. I hope Sober Me likes my improvements. You don't scare me. I wear an arrow-proof vest. You will not live much longer, but I want that final blow so I get the experience. Lovely. There we are. I don't sound a little mad. I sound a little... There's a word for this, but it escapes me. Lovely. I forget how much stronger the non-cream-based versions of this are. As they certainly are. They certainly are. Perhaps a shot's a little more than I thought it was. No, I'm not going to level a mountain anytime soon. You sound just like Connor can't. Where did I? Yeah, there we are. Break time. Lovely. No! Fuck. Oh, I'm thinking so hard. Gods above. I really am stupid, aren't I? Maybe Koenig was right. Gods above fucking, what are your questions? Out with them. You are taking up limited brain space. I've had more than the like and gift counter would suggest. And I'm well rested. So we're fine. Right? Should I drink some more water? Probably. Will I? No. But see, I'm coherent enough to keep up with being Hafez, so. Perhaps the drinking part increased a teeny tiny bit when visited by 051 out of fear. I don't drink wine. I don't know what the snob sees in that swill. It's disgusting. I drink moonshine. It's much more delightful. Apples. I need apples. Always. Gods above, give me the fucking apple! Thank you. Give. I may have infinite gold, but I do not have infinite apples. Fuck. The hells do you mean it's better? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, well then. Fuck, I didn't pour another shot. You'll just have to trust me on this one. We're beyond the I can pour things state. Yes, moonshine is significantly better than wine. I can feel that one in my soul. And I spilled on myself. Disgusting. If you wish to hate yourself, you can, Kalinsky. But if I'm going to be abusing my body with alcoholic substances, I'm at least going to take something that'll taste decent. Understood? Fuck. I can't see. Gods above, why is this all so uneven? There. Nice use what I have on me. Perfect, I have fixed it to the bare minimalist degree. Wine isn't the best. Oh, if you enjoy the taste, congratulations. Oh, you guys wish to kill me, I see, with the amount of likes coming in. You've realized that what you do does in fact pose consequences for me. Lovely. Lovely. Alright then, fine. Gods above, if this is what you desire. This has gone from 0 to 100 very quickly. If you expected the shot glass, fuck it, you're not getting it at this point. You'll simply have to trust me that I assume that that's about a shot. It's not, but you're not getting better than that. You're in... What are you even fucking saying at this point? You're going to have to be a bit more clear on your intentions there, Zephyro. You should give me a treat for even being able to pronounce your name at this point. Also, W4, fuck you. I just put the fucking lid on it. I'm glad I at least pick drinks I can tolerate the taste of. Even if they're fucking sticky. The server name. Well, the server name doesn't matter to you because you're not whitelisted. So, there's your IP right there, but again, it doesn't matter to you because you're not whitelisted. You'd have to subscribe to get onto the whitelist. That is how W4 is playing right now. Don't get your auto-clicker out. Gods above, I own an actual mainstream server outside of this, and I will send you to meet the devil himself, and he will give you a hand job of the most undesirable and sandpaper of quality. You're lucky I'm still funny as hell. Perhaps I'll forget about the Foundation and be a much happier person. Oh, gods above. At this point, we'll stop being in character and I'll simply become Hafez. So, how funny would it be if I vomit all over my webcam? I'm sure at least one of you in the crowd is a sympathetic puker. Well, I think it would be funny, personally. You're the one that keeps sending things over for me to take another swig. Of course it's funny, darling. It's me we're talking about. I'm fucking hilarious. Oh, 5-1 should come back. I'll tell him to go fuck a sawdust. That did not make sense in the slightest. I think I was going for fuck a chainsaw, but then we got a little mixed up halfway through. That's quite alright. I think we've learned what the limit for shots is. My darling, guess. It is the same as it is here. Masked _ flare. I can still shill myself like nobody's business. We'll add more exit points to this once we've gotten around to it. Lovely. Actually, we'll add one right here. No, not there. That's a bit too early. Match it up with the path. That's the fucking word. You can all parrot me. Congratulations. Alright, come here and explode. Yes, I know you pose no issue to my horses. My noble steeds, if you will. I am pushing into further territory. What about chat answering to your damages? Always careful with that as well. I might just say I'm going to go to bed and not deal with you anymore. You see, it becomes easier to simply just start taking fucking shots when I stop listening to my own rules. I suppose L51 joining really was the straw that broke the camel's back, wasn't it? Ugh, gods above, I don't have a shovel on me to fix any of these paths. Well, fuck me with a rusty spoon, I suppose. I don't have a rusty spoon, I'll have to make one. Fuck it, make one out of diamond, who cares? Not me. Well, I care a bit about that. That's simply irritating. Oh, fuck, since when did that get up? That's 3 right off the bat. I'm not paying attention. Alright, fine. Fuck all of you. Dribbling on myself, gods above. Just so you know, I'm not finishing this. So when we hit about this line right here, I'm going to bed. Or at least I'm not drinking anymore, and I'll take the thing away. I think that was 3, and if I'm wrong, go to hell. Yeah, I should add some water to this. Gods above, the cream ones are significantly weaker. Fuck me. Oh, that's what you meant by the auto-clicker. Burn in hell, Kalinsky. I'm used to that in terms of a Minecraft version. Ugh. I'm not surviving until we get to the halfway point, am I? Oh. No, you can start bullying me again in a second. We're taking a pause on this lest I die. I know what my limits are. And right now, you are all causing problems. Where's my window? There we are. We're taking a break. I have never been hungover in my life. I vomited from drinking too much, perhaps. But I'm always fine by morning. So we're going to take a quick break so that I don't do that as I'm playing. You can continue bullying me in a bit when I feel a little more less like my mind is going for a dip in the sea. You lot are going to give me a personality disorder at this rate for the fact that I have... Where'd I get this fucking diamond? Where did this come from? Gods above. Yes, too much spicy water for Havas. I've got a question. What character from a show have you seen that you know the SCP Foundation will go for? Me. That's not a good description. I have not been on a show. You're... I mean, Thompson is a Time Lord, so I suppose the Doctor? I mean, it's not that far-fetched. No, I want to keep that for now. These can go, though. Fuck, you're asking me to think far too much. People who come back here are going to be adamantly confused as to why I'm shit-faced, since I've since removed the blah 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 for a shot and all that. Oh, I'm thinking very hard about it. I kind of have to pee, and if I pee in my chair, I'm sending all of you the cleaning bill. I'm going to have to leave for now. I have something to do. Congratulations, I wish I could leave. I completed the fence. What was I doing? Shovel! That's why I put a diamond in my inventory. Fuck me sideways. How in the hell did I forget that quickly? Yes, shovel. That's where I got the diamond from. Oh, this is not going well for dear old Hafez. Watch as I dox my real name in chat. Fuck. Take a break, and I deserve it. Yeah, tell Silas that. Yeah, and it's gonna stay that way. God's above. Where's the part that I was fixing? I guess I'll just do a circle. Fuck, I can't remember. Can I? No, I can't. My nose is kind of stuffy. That really isn't any of your concern, though. Ugh. Fuck. If I say that too many times, is my stream going to get taken down? Hells, if my stream gets taken down, then I get to go to sleep. And I don't have to worry about putting more alcohol in the system. I've really forgotten just how much... That's one of the bitches. Oh, eat your fucking heart out, Dash 4. If this takes my stream out, then... Fuck it, I don't care. I go to sleep. I take a nice, lovely long nap. I take out all the grass, but not my flowers. The flowers can stay, at least for now. This is a good way to see what part of my property I need to prune. Yes, very good. And I'll see what parts I have to light up as well. Don't fucking tap my ass. You have not taken me to dinner! Fine, we want to play this game? My bow deals way more damage than yours does. Asshole. The hell's this? I don't even know what you're talking about, Kalinsky. Elaborate. And if you're basing it off the fact that I know what I said in my last sentence, you are sorely mistaken. I barely know what I said in my last sentence normally. A good chunk of it is your fault. Put the auto-clicker away. Or I'm going to send you to Jeff Bezos. You're very fast for someone who doesn't hurt me. Goodbye. You already did, and you already did elaborate, or you've already been sent to Jeff Bezos, because I doubt one of these. I don't think Jeff Bezos cares enough to take you. Put it away. Put the auto-clicker away. Well, I'd assume you put it away at this point, because you don't want to waste getting me to 5K. No, that zombie died on its own. You don't want to waste getting me to 5K if I'm not going to take another fucking shot. The live is called Material Madness, I think. That sounds like something I would call it. I think. I can taste the alcohol on my breath as I speak, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not enjoying it. Ooh. I think sober me will agree with my decision to not only fence in the property, but remove all the weeds. And if they're not, well, they can go around with bone meal. We have more bones than we know what to do with. I'll light it up. I know how this game works. I'm so very smart is the word. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'll drink some more. Water, not alcohol. This has water in it. There, the deed is done. I'm gonna have to piss like a racehorse soon. Yeehaw. I know there's a stream delay. I'm not gonna get mad at you, Pookie. What the fuck am I saying? I've spent too much time around Madame Tina before she revealed herself to be part of the Chaos Insurgency. I'm gonna put another exit right here. Good for me. Good for me. Oh, I've already put one there. I'm so smart. Someone needs to clip fucking what? How do you do it yourself? You sound lazy as hell saying that shit. Ooh, someone else needs to clip it. Dr. Hothas, I'm sorry. You should be. Go to hell. I'm going cross-eyed and I'm struggling not to. I can't believe my coordination in this game is still so good. I must be God. I need to make more torches. Because that's what I need in this situation. Not a doctor, more torches. I've only vomited once from drinking too much. That might change tonight. Ugh. Yeah, you guys are gonna be lucky if I turn that drinking counter back on. No, I can't die, but I can sure as fuck feel pain, asshole. Things hurt sometimes. How do I remember all of my own lore like this? Anywho. What am I doing? There we are. There we go. Why didn't you? Oh, you ran out of coal. Fuck me then. Alright. Okay. Ooh, I need to think long and hard about some things. Are you talking about... Oh, okay. The real bird or the parrot birds? Cheers to that, Kalinsky. The liver was made to be used. And the mind was made to be abused. Fuck, I have to piss. You know what? Fuck all of you. I do have to piss. I'll be back in hopefully 5 minutes. Alright? Alright. That is by far the fastest piss I have ever taken. Also, I took the lab coat off because do you know how toasty and hot it is to wear a lab coat in the summer? Do you know how much I suffer for you to wear that God's forsaken piece of fabric? I need more water. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you better cross your fingers and pray that I turn that chat message back on, or whatever the hells you want to call it. Ooh, God's above. Yeah, I'm not promising shit to you fuckers ever again. If I'm doing this again, I am upping the amount of likes I expect per shot. I only took like 2 shots because 051 came here. You are all assholes. Oh, God's above. What am I putting away? You. No. No. Oh, God's above. I need a nap. And I don't think I'm going to brush my teeth. Congratulations, you take full responsibility. Oh, I have at least some moral character left. How long have I been going? Fuck, it's not even been 2 hours. God's above. What did I do to all of you? Why do you hate me so much? I don't think I've caused this level of trouble. If I have, fuck, I'm sorry. My dear Woods, my eyes are something that I have to physically stop from crossing at this point. I'm sorry, I thought it would be funny. Go to hell. Truly, go to hell. I can taste the alcohol on my own fucking breath. Sure, there are worse experiences, but this, while not the worst, is also not the best. Oh, yuck. You know what? I don't even care if you hear me burping and hiccuping on stream. This is your own fault. It is. And you know what? You should be grateful as long as I don't vomit onto my webcam. So says I. So, there was a point to this, but I've forgotten what it is long ago. The point of this fence is so I can release my horses. I at least remember that one. Oh, poor horses. Yeah, I doubt you all mean that. Yeah, everything is your fault for willingly being a part of this foundation. I hate all of you. Every last one. Did I? Fuck! I have to go get the hoe. I can't say anything bad about Silas, no matter how much I'd love to do so. And trust me, I would absolutely love to do so. Mudfuck me. I do enjoy living. Shit. I'm glad I don't get hangovers. 'Cause if I did, gods above, this would be a doozy. I'm blaming it on you all who have made me drink the alcohol. No, that's too close. Yeah, it's all of your faults. I don't know what you mean by that. W4, fuck, what am I doing? Alright, there we are. I'm surprised I haven't gotten motion sickness yet. Little wins. Little wins. Oh, no, you're in my yard. That means actual combat. I win! I'm God. At least adjacent to one. I live longer than all of you. That does not mean I can't get sick. But if you insult whoever you want and blame it on moonshine, I don't think the likes of Koenig or 051 would take that into account. There's a say. For that, it's called drunk thoughts are sober, or drunk actions are sober thoughts. That's the word we're going for. No, I'm not eating that shovel. What in the hell am I continuing to do? I mean, I suppose I can let the horses out at this point. This area is very well lit up. Now I can light up the horse area as of current. Current. Like kumquat. That's not even applicable. I hear a zombie. A baby zombie. Not happening, Mandy. I'm sorry. And for those of all, because I know that I have the webcam blocking part of it. Mandy says, please refrain from damaging Hoth's mind more than the alcohol has. And this is why I've stopped giving you the option of take another shot. Fuck all of you. Every last one. I'm gonna die regardless. Oh, God's above. Ooh, yuck. What? We're still not even 2 hours in. Ah! Feline, as to why you exist, do you think I fucking know? Ooh, I'm glad I monster secured this place so I can just rub my fucking temples and not have to worry about it, because I might not care about my flesh suit too much, but I do care about all those items in my inventory. Yeah, that's close enough to what I wanted to say. No, my torches! Right, this area is pretty lit up. It's like, oh, I lied. Fuck me, I guess. I'll have to do it on this. Surround the cat. Bitch, I don't have a cat. Mandy has a cat. I don't. Go eat dookie off my rectum. Hey, get 'em, bitches. Hey, Hothas, you can just boot up YouTube until it's 2 hours. What does that even fucking mean? You mean let, like, YouTube babysit you bitches? I'm awake. And they are chasing that skeleton to the moon's end. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. Yeah, I'm so smart. Alright, you can sit down when you get back on the ground. Yeah, y'all are not getting your take a shot privileges back, and if... Yeah. Shit, man. Yeah, you guys are getting about 2 hours, and that's it. I can suffer this out for 10 more minutes, I guess. I can't. That's not even... Oh, I'm putting every brain cell into this. Yeah, there we go. Every brain cell went into that one. I tried real hard. You guys should give me a cookie and a pat on the head for that one. You should call me I don't know. You say I did a good job. Tell me I did a good job. I'm begging. Yeah, crazy good job. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I like that shit. This is good stuff. Yeah. I'm putting torches up so good as well. You're gonna die to the sun, but not if I get you first. Oh, my stomach hurts. How'd you get all the way over there? I did not sit you there. Fun fact, did you all know that my jaw locks up like every stream and it kind of hurts? No, it doesn't. That's a lie. It doesn't kind of hurt. It just feels weird. I don't like it too much. I want to take a nap. Oh, was it really that bad when 051 joined? It couldn't have been. I only swigged like twice. Y'all bitches noticed that I actually put a light counter. Fuck, man. Hi. Hi. Oh, God's above. What would y'all even think if I just kept the stream going all night and I just kept it? If I just took a nap. Because if I took a nap, I mean, this chair reclines. I could take a nap. I don't have my contact lenses in. I'd be fine. I could take a nap. I could go to sleep and just leave it streaming. You don't think what's human? Me? Because I'm not human. I'm not. More water, please. Man, it's not been that long since I've last bitched about the time. Because I'm actively streaming. I don't know. It feels kind of weird. If I take a nap, then I have, like, what? An 8-hour video to upload to YouTube? That's fucking insane, dog. Ooh. So much sand, I can cut 051 fat in neck. You know what? I might be drunk. That still doesn't make sense. I at least gotta go for 2 hours. Then I can take a nap. And fuck it, man. It's probably gonna be in this chair. I'm not brushing my teeth. Dirty as it might. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I want to release my horses. Not my other animals. Just the horses. Okay. Yeah, we're not drinking more tonight. That's already way more than my 5 foot nothing ass can handle. Someone should make notes so we can remind others what she's doing. That's not what I'm called. I remember that. I know what I'm doing. I was gathering materials earlier to make a Trojan horse. Yeah. Oh, my stomach feels weird. That's not good. I broke one of my back teeth enamel. Wow, that sucks ass, doesn't it? That's fine. Also, not she. Not she almost sounds like... No, if I say that out loud, I'm gonna get shit. That at least gives people ammo to edit. Yes, run free, my children. This is the horse paradise. 2 more minutes. It is not Earth, but wow, that was weak. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the teeth enamel shit. Oh yeah, it is. What am I doing? I'm putting stuff away. Thinking real hard about it too, my guys. I hope I don't throw up tonight. I made a mistake. They, them. That's me. I'm a mistake, bitch. The amount of alcohol I drank is more of a mistake than your mother would have ever made. You can be a mistake, but you are not going to be a bigger mistake than what I've committed this night. Okay. Fuck, we're almost done. I'm living in here tonight. Eat shit and die. None of you are ever getting the right to 1,000 likes again. That is upping next time. Burn in hell, every single one of you. Yada yada. Good night, Foundation personnel. Eat shit. And die. And die twice, actually. Oh, God's above.